See that? You just have meat hooks. It looked like the Hamburger Helper commercial.
Maybe.
Why are you sitting so slow?
Because this thing's shit.
No, that's why I hooked it up to the car this time.
Thank God.
The ice is pretty broken.
Is it?
Yeah.
I would say so.
We're all just drowning in the Alaskan abyss now.
I'll never let go, Jack.
Are you ready for your conversation?
Right. Why did that bitch just share the door?
Guess who's back again. Yeah, it's Coco and Dog. We're here. So, yeah. We have Jack Waters today.
Yeah.
From Jack Waters and the Unemployed. He does a lot.
Jack Waters, a drummer. Jack Waters that plays with Carter.
Yes.
Jack Waters that makes your t-shirts.
Yes. Jack Waters that has great jokes.
He's a jack of all trades.
Style.
Actually.
Ooh,
Master
like
of
that.
none.
Coco just made her first dad joke with a guest's name. And I'm so happy. Yes!
Hooah!
Trophy!
Glad to be here for that.
Thank
There will be
God
more.
you saved me on that one.
Well,
So we want to know about Jack Waters. I kind of feel like you're more like a book than just a straight,
How deep?
artist. There's just
It's all chapters.
so many facets of Jack Waters.
yeah.
Yeah. So like,
It's so much information, he's going to have us all jacked up by the end of this episode.
Hey-o! It's a twofer.
God, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Oh.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you came on.
Me too. Thanks for
Sir.
having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've just had him sitting here for a while we try to regather ourselves. It's been a while, a few years since we've done this. We're a little rusty.
Yeah, well.
No lie.
No
Back in
rust.
1967. Now it's just a young buck. Things are good.
Buck.
Or dope.
It's 2019. You can be whatever you want.
Ooh, there's bathrooms for us all.
Ooh.
So Jack,
Huh?
the way we start this show is
That
we
wasn't the
just
start?
kinda- no.
Oh, cool.
The way we start this show is we just kind of ask you how you got your start in music. You know, you started with drums, so how did you pick up the sticks and start banging around?
I was always constantly banging on everything. That was terrible.
Okay.
Had your kids, had your wives, they raping everybody.
No, there was always music around, so I always had sticks or wooden spoons. I would watch the Muppets and try to build drum sets out of my mother's Tupperware. I would take her whole set of Tupperware and use the salad bowl for the bass drum,
You were like,
and I had
it
wooden
all makes
spoons
sense.
and-
Like
yeah,
your animal off
totally.
of the Muppets.
Yeah. Kind of morphed into Dr. Teeth a little bit. Hey man, that guy. Hey Kermit, man.
Little Leon Russell.
Perfect.
Leon
I'll take
Russell.
it. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
you should take that
That's a
for
good
Everything
sure.
makes so much more sense.
It does. So you
Yeah.
so you started out as a drummer.
I still play
And-
drums. I still play drums.
You do you do, but you've progressed into running a band.
Yep.
Recently.
Yes.
Which do you
It's pretty
prefer?
legit.
Have you ever thought about that? Like, are you finding?
I've been asked that a couple times. I don't prefer either. I get different.
He hates them both.
Yeah, they're terrible. I would rather play the kazoo. I get different feelings from both. It's a different vibe from either one. Depends on
Right.
the night.
Right, and we've talked about recently. What about even doing a 3-piece where you play the drums and sing? Like,
Ooh.
have you thought
That's-
more into that?
Majestic
Because
with
I know that you like both so much that you
We've-
know, just fulfill my dream.
well-
This is all about me, actually.
It's all
Perfect.
about the cocoa.
Yeah.
It's all about cocoa. Cocoa.
Not the Coco.
Cocoa.
You should
No.
You should change your name to the Coco.
All right.
I think you would be getting a
should
lot
be
of
a
weird
the.
calls from your business card.
That's the Coco.
And
There's
we
no age.
digress.
There's no age.
There's no age. The Coco.
Let's get back on target.
Perfect.
So,
Where were we?
The 3-piece. Have you ever thought about the 3-piece? Because I just think that's such
The
a
3-piece
great
babies.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I mean, it's That's on the record. That's how we did it. It was I played the drums on the record, and Mike and Luke were on it, and we had a few other people sit in on it just to do small parts, but it was mainly us three. I like being out front. It's fun. I like dancing and having a good time, but I also like playing the drums. We had the opportunity to do that a couple weeks ago. We played with Jake Flint as his backing band.
He's so cool.
So the Unemployed, we play with quite a few people. We jump around and do that, so we get the chance to play.
Yeah, we were talking about this. So he's kind of like the Isaac Stalling, like.
It's like a house band.
Oh,
You
no,
guys
that's
just
tough.
throw yourselves out to every
that dude's
band.
awesome.
Anybody that needs
But it's good. It's
a
good.
band, you got it.
Good
Yeah.
musicians. So I
Yeah.
think that's great that you guys do that
Seriously.
with a lot of different people.
Yeah, and it's fun that I get to play. You know, we all get to play with just a number of different people between here in Tulsa and all the musicians that everybody sits in with. It's pretty cool. We can all fill in with different. You know, sitting in with everybody is one of my favorite things. Being able to play with just different people. So
Right, and I think that
that's
makes
why I
you a
don't
better
really like one
musician,
over the.
though,
I
right?
don't really like one over the other because I still get to play either way.
Which one makes you feel more majestic? You know, like hair in the wind.
Drums.
This is my moment.
Drums. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's majestic.
Oh,
But
that
you
makes more
had a
sense.
mohawk. I've seen pictures of Jack Waters.
Yeah.
That is a large difference from this.
It started out as my mohawk, and I just let it grow.
Cleanness from the mic there.
Yeah,
You're
no
getting
problem.
a
Thank
little,
you.
little crowded over
Some
here.
grooming tips. I was I lived in Phoenix and played in a band called Truth About Lies. We had a record out, and yeah, we got to record some stuff. It was cool. We had a really good time.
Nice.
Rock
And-
metal?
Rockish metal-ish. I don't sure. It wasn't metal. It wasn't metal.
Right. Okay,
There's-
that's
yeah,
good.
it wasn't metal at all. It was like hard rock. I promise. People get it. So people see mohawk and it's like metal. No.
I know. I thought that. No. Okay.
Did you guys debut your album at the Hard Rock Cafe?
No, that would have been ideal.
So you're in Arizona. How did you get back to Oklahoma?
I always wanted to come back.
Okay, so when you came back, who did you jump in and start playing with? Or
No
what
one.
did you do?
I didn't play for probably a year. Maybe 2 years. I took some time off and just worked. Went to massage school.
Oh.
Jack of all
These
trades.
are the things we learn about when
Right,
we come on
yeah.
shows.
Yeah, that way
You
I
give
had a job.
massages.
But I bartended and did that stuff, and then I was bartending and being in the rock band stuff. We were never around singer-songwriters. I wasn't always around acoustic acts and things like that. So I got to know, I worked in Bricktown, and I got to know a lot of the local musicians, and I was very inspired to play again. It was really, I owe a lot of that to a lot of the guys that are my friends that I play with all the time now. So
It's a different community.
Yeah.
The singer-songwriter, especially in Oklahoma. We talk about this, I think.
I know.
Almost
I love
every
that they
episode, but
inspired
it's
you
like
again.
a big deal.
yeah, for sure. And most of them don't even know that. Most
Yeah.
of the people that I get to just be in a room with every day have no idea that they inspired me to, I want to play music again, or, just that type of situation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to throw any
awesome.
names out?
No,
Okay.
not really.
We're going to keep it special and sacred, okay?
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's a bunch of folks. Yeah, I'll totally tell you later. No, but I got to see, I don't know, there was just so many people that I just got to watch firsthand, and it was so different that I wanted to learn how to do it. I thought it would
Well,
be
like, who were
interesting.
some of the people that you played around, or some of the bands that you played in when you got back into playing drums again?
I played in a trio. We were in an acoustic trio with Brandon Rains and Eric Taylor. That was a lot of my influence in getting back into things was those guys, and then Ben Brock and people like that have staples in Oklahoma City that I've been around for years, and I've had the chance to play drums with, and then all those people helped me learn how to play the guitar, and they all had a hand in it. So it's
You have a good level of mentorship in Oklahoma. Hold on, pause. So the mentorship community in Oklahoma is great.
fantastic.
Seriously, people are so accepting. If you go anywhere at any other music community, it's very kind of closed off, and people just stick to their own. But here, people just take each other under their wing, and they want to do everything and learn everything and help each other with everything, and that's awesome that that's what got you back in
Yeah.
to music, especially since you took, I guess, almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost
So
2 years off.
what
Yeah.
a good place to come back into.
But then I got to come back and play hand drums and play full drums and be a part of a lot of song swaps and just, house band stuff like that at, what was the, Kyle Carter's Sunday Night Revival. We used to do that quite a bit, Luke and
I
I.
heard of that one.
Really?
Yeah. That was a good jam where we had a kind of a house band and everybody it was a song swap, but with the band.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was and I got to play with a lot of people at that too. So sitting back in the back, I've watched most of the people that are my friends and kind of learned from everybody.
I guess that is a cool thing about drums. You kind of get
to watch the
you
whole
get to see
everything.
everything happen.
Yeah, but
I never thought
recently
about
you've
that
started,
way.
like you said, being a front man. So when did that kind of start coming on, or did you
Well,
ever
I was
start
working
thinking-
with Luke. I was a rhythm section with my bass player now, and I was playing drums, and we were on the road full time. And I just kind of picked up the guitar and got, I had been tinkering and learning and wanting to play it, and it just became more. I was practicing every day, and I was getting better and better, and started learning songs. And
What about the singing? Has that always been kind of a piece of the puzzle, or did that
yeah,
come?
I did. I've always kind of sang a little bit. I was always kind of embarrassed to sing. I guess I don't know. Not really embarrassed. I just didn't think I had a good enough voice to do it or something. I don't know.
But let's backtrack for just a second. I'm pretty sure his family would have a talent show, lip syncing contest every year.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with your
Yeah.
voice. That has nothing to do with
No,
your voice.
like yes,
You
it
develop
does.
the confidence to feel
To
it.
get on
I
stage,
was rocking.
and you got up on a
I want a
flatbed
trophy.
trailer
I
and
want a trophy.
won a trophy. What were you singing?
Fireman by George Strait.
By
Come
That's
on.
awesome.
Come on.
There we
See, it
Dressed
was
the
meant
part.
to
It was
be.
wonderful.
Like it was.
It was wonderful.
go.
Way to go. Brought back that memory.
Ooh,
And this is where the show
embarrassing.
took a turn. I'm the runt.
Yeah, and look at those meat hooks. I can't imagine what they're.
Nice.
I just want to know.
How long did that take? How long did that take?
I
Like
want
10
to know
minutes.
what the meat.
Look, put them up.
Like
Put your
Tony
hand. Put your
Robbins.
hand up. Put your hand up. Look at this. Like it's.
I can't.
They are massive hands.
Well,
They're
how's
huge.
it not normal?
Big hands, man.
They feel safe though.
I'm not gonna say it. Okay, but you know what they say about
Big hands. Big gloves.
Yeah.
All right, Jack.
Yes.
The jackhammer, the jackster, the jack of all trades. So now you're a front man.
Yes.
You're doing things. You're kind of like an icon around here. I don't know if you know that, but
I don't
people say
think
Jack
so.
Waters, and they're like,
That's a lie.
it's not a lie.
It's a lie.
It's real.
It's a damn dirty lie.
You're Aquaman. You're the mysterious man. You're the long-haired hippie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a hippie.
Well,
So how did you? So let's just talk about everything, all
Okay.
of it. Let's
All
lay
of
it all out
Let
on
me
the
have
I
it.
like that
line.
Let's
idea.
go.
He said, "Let me have it."
I'm ready for it.
You've moved into being a front man. You're a badass at it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, are we done then? Cool. That's good there. All right. I'm just joking.
So tell us about where you recorded your record.
115 with Wes Sharon.
What fueled that decision to record there?
Just the quality of product. I enjoyed it because he was able to teach me certain things that I had never. I've recorded numerous times on the drums, but recording vocals and recording a guitar was scary. I didn't know I hadn't done that before. So it was very good at getting me to do things I didn't know I could do. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time there. I love, we'll definitely
That's
go
awesome
back.
because I've read that about him. That he tries to help artists see things in different ways, like not change them, but have you ever thought about doing something like
Right.
this?
It's
And
extremely motivating.
Yeah.
Just like you can
And
do
he's
it,
able
man.
to give you, he's able to make you understand that you're the one that figured out you can do it, not him saying, "This is what I want you to do." I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my
That's awesome.
time there. Yeah.
It's just a sensei.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool though.
Yeah. Plus, he's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah. Well. Just kidding. He's great.
He my part.
He really is awesome. Oh,
We will, Jack. We'll leave
Yeah.
all your parts.
Perfect.
What is happening? Okay, I want to know. Okay, so what's going to keep you? What's going to keep you doing this?
Yeah.
Like, what's going to keep you in this game?
I love it. I absolutely love music.
So, what was the moment that established your love for music and made you decide, I'm going to do this shit?
My parents were dance teachers in a honky tonk most of my early years, and they were great dancers. And they're my aunts and uncles and grandparents, and
Like
everyone
cheek
was
to cheek dancing?
cheek to cheek, girl. Buckle shining, buckle
There's
polishing.
something special about cheek to
man.
cheek
Yeah.
dancing.
But they were. It was just my grandparents were great dancers. Everybody in my family danced. There was a lot of music and a lot of that. And one of the honky tonks they played in, John Anderson had played or something, and somehow my dad and them took us back to meet these folks, And I remember being a little kid, and I remember climbing up the bus stairs, and thinking they were the biggest things I'd ever seen. I'm like, why are these stairs so big? And I remember just kind of, how kids climb up
Like
the bus,
crawling up them, yeah.
And I turned this corner, and it was just wood and gold and lights, and like everybody just looking at this guy like they wanted a piece of him, and I was like, I want to be that guy. And I knew it from, craziest, weirdest thing ever. But
Best story yet.
Seminole wind.
yeah,
Like everything makes sense. You're an Indian.
Yeah, well, black sheep of the family.
Yeah.
No, but I remember I remember, people, how much they liked, and just the music coming off the stage. I always liked, rhythm was always there. So it was always a feeling. It was always a feeling thing.
Right.
Being able to play the drum. I remember going to parades and feeling the drums coming down the street.
Yeah, but you grew up a lot around like some authentic Indian.
Yeah, a lot of
stuff.
Well, that
Drumming.
part of the state is very, very affluent in that area. I grew up hunting with my uncles that are, mostly Indian, and that was my family was around. The belief system, just the family system they had, and everything like that. That's how we grew up, around. I don't know. It was a different. It was a different way to grow up.
It's tradition heavy. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
very tradition heavy.
Like honor heavy.
Yeah,
Do not
Yes.
disgrace
big
the
time,
family.
big time. Yeah.
Jack's gonna play some songs. Or a song. How many songs are you gonna play?
I don't know.
Alright. Jack the Hammer, this song is called.
Terrible.
This is the best.
I feel so odd now.
You
I didn't
really-
feel odd the entire time.
Do you want us to leave?
Not at all.
Are you-
I'm Jack Waters, and this song's called John the Revelator. Tell me who's that right? John the Revelator. Who's that right? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that right? John the Revelator wrote the book on the seven seals. God came down on the cool of the day, called Adam by his name, but he refused to answer, 'cause he was naked and ashamed. So tell me who's that right? John the Revelator. Who's that right? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that right? John the Revelator wrote the book on the seven seals. Christ had 12 apostles, 3 he led away. Watch for me 1 hour while I go yonder down and pray. Tell me who's that right? John the Revelator. Who's that right? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that right? John the Revelator wrote the book on the seven seals. Galilee. And tell me who's that right? John the Revelator. Who's that right? John the Revelator. Tell me who's that right? John the Revelator on the seven seals. Who's that right? John the Revelator. Who's that right? John the Revelator. Who's that right? John the Revelator wrote the book on the seven seals. John the Revelator, who's that writing? John the Revelator, tell me who's that writing? John the Revelator wrote the book on the seven seals.
Check it out.
We may form a new band between then and now.
That's all I got.
What do we call it? The jackholes?
It's Jack.
Is that no?
The
What was the-
jackhammers.
That's what it was.
Jackhammers.
Sorry, my bad.
This show is on fire. The lead guitar was broken.
Oh, it was the leg. I couldn't see over that way. I don't know what was happening over there. Yeah. I didn't know what you were playing. That was kind of some.
Coco and Darla are out.